A lot of TikTok lolcows like Nova Online, Sophia Chu, and Daniel Larson all have dozens of videos done on them and have their full story explained in documentaries. But there's a lot of other niche lolcows that barely get any recognition, like the man I'm going to mention today, Mrpissair.
So this rat thinks it can just help itself to the pile of sludge that's in my room. Now listen up. This is going to be a really confusing time for you, okay? Now don't worry about it. All I want you to do is close your eyes while I dig into your brain with my tools. And I don't want to feel you squirm. I don't want to hear you cry for help. If you do any of that, I will crash out. And you don't want to see me when I'm angry. I see red.
I want you to feast your eyes on Mrpissair, the most underrated lolcow on TikTok. This is a guy who lives in absolute filth, who's just surrounded by rats, mold infestations, and treacherous conditions that I think are way worse than Chance Wilkins and like any other lolcow. There's clips of rats just chilling in his house and then just like they're invading the Baker residence. And there's clips of just this giant possum in his house that Mrpissair thinks is a mutant rat because they're so common apparently. And speaking of rats, they're literally climbing out of his fucking shoes. This guy just lives in a ludicrous amount of squalor, and I think you need to see the rodent infestation for yourself.
So this rat thinks it can just help itself to the pile of sludge that's in my room. You think you pay bills around here? Nah, I'm gonna show him who's boss. Trust me. I got a Nike sandal. I'm about to smack it. If there's ever a poor competition, I've won. None of y'all, and I mean none of y'all, have ever eaten fucking pasta that's called Hunger Fight. What the fuck? They even got a website. They got hungerfight.org. Food for their bellies, books for their brains. Okay, that's like, ew, there's like chunks in it. What the fuck? Ew! Fucking disgusting. Nasty ass jug.
This guy pretty much lives in Resident Evil 7. There's like actual mold or bugs. There's videos of him trying to fight the roaches and the many bugs in this like ecosystem. And you can see in the latest video, the last clip, there's this like chunky sludge in these old ass jugs, and he just throws them in this basement. And there's like this collection of old bottles and this like weird fluid. And like there's like so many times that this guy will just have moldy food on his TikTok page where he puts this disgusting ass feet on it, and which I'll give an example of, and I'll go over what this guy's main content is. But yeah, this guy just has moldy food, and he just willingly touched.
What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a mold sandwich. All you're going to need for this is some sliced bread, some mold, and some piss. So let's start. Now, you may be wondering, why would you need piss for a mold sandwich? Well, let me tell you, you need piss for the sauce. So we're going to start off by pouring just a little bit of piss, just a little bit, onto each piece of the sliced bread. All right, yeah, that's good enough. Now the simple part is scooping off the mold and putting it onto the bread. Yeah, let's just, I don't know why. Why is my mold yellow? Let me take some of this black part. Yeah, let's take some of this black part, smear it on there. You can choose how much you want on your sandwich. Me personally, I like a lot. I like when my sandwich is chunky, you feel me? All right, once you got, wait a minute, is it smoking? Do you guys see smoke? It's dusty. What the fuck? It's dusty, look. Okay, well, whatever. Once your mold is on your sandwich, you're going to want to get your sliced bread and put it on the top, pat it down, and boom. Look at that. That is a good mold sandwich. I would definitely eat this.
whether or not the piss jugs are real or not, which it's probably not, that's actual mold. This motherfucker is just surrounding himself with mold, rats, and just maggots, and just rot. And usually what Mrpissair's content is, the food or piss tutorials, where he'll show you how to make the piss missiles, mold sandwiches, etc. But there are they're the mukbangs he posts that he'll just have random dishes and he'll just destroy it and just lather himself in the food. And he'll have his feet out. I can't really tell if this is some sort of fetish or it's a humiliation ritual, but it's disturbing. And then there's the POVs where we see these Life of Luxury-esque monsters, where the shit monster, the evil scientists, and the pad man are introduced. And of course there's the miscellaneous content where he shows us his air fryer infested with maggots, or the videos of him trying to remove shit stains off his walls with a butter knife. But then there's this okay, well, this is uncorrelated at all. This isn't connected, but there's this channel that goes over how to survive analog horror. And recently they did a video on how to survive fucking Tommy from Life of Luxury, of all things. And this guy needs to do a test on the Mrpissair household. I want to see the survivability of the evil scientist and the shit monster. Is it possible to survive the evil piss dungeon of torment and hellfire? Or are you just stuck inside, doomed to be swallowed by the piss and rats?
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. This is going to be a really, really tough time for you, okay? And I don't want to hear no screaming, no crying, no nothing. If you cry, I'm going to pour this piss down your throat. And I have HIV, so yeah. Shut your mouth. The first experiment I'm going to do is cut off your genital with these dookie-covered blades. What's the point of this experiment? I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm not even a real scientist. Look, man, let's just look at this from a logical perspective. You're cooked. No one can help you. Nobody can hear you scream. Just let me cut your genitals off and let's get this over with.
Mrpissair doesn't really have that many arcs, since unlike Chance Wilkins or Chris Chan or Daniel Larson, he doesn't have people constantly shitting onto him, like LTG with Low Tier Rug, or Chance again with William Glory Hole, Marty, or John. And I'm not really sure if you can consider Mrpissair a Lolcow, because he doesn't really suffer from the self-importance or narcissism or the traits that a lot of these other Lolcows fall into. So he might not even count as a Lolcow, might be a separate entity entirely. But the few arcs off the top of my head is the Mr. Clean Air arc, where Mrpissair stopped doing quote-unquote piss content and cleaned his room and stopped doing his usual activity. And the next was when Kenel Joseph showed up, I think is his name, with his camera crew at Mrpissair's house, and they were clip farming. And somehow 3 people found the location, and they tried to rob Kenel and Mrpissair, and Mrpissair fought a 3v1. This is an actual thing. Mrpissair fought a 3v1, and at the end of the clip or stream, they might have pulled out a gun and started opening fire in the Mrpissair house.
Chill out.
Run everything the fuck. You think I'm playing, nigga? I'm pulling, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, chill out, bro. Chill out. Run. Bro, chill out.
No.
Chill out, bro. Chill out. What's the issue? Bro, what's the issue? Bro, what's the issue? Stop. Chill out. Bro, chill out. Can y'all please stop? Stop. Connor, stop.
Oh, what happened? You have a gun, right? Fuck that beat. Let me see that.
End it. And unplug it. Unplug it, nigga. Unplug it.
This one clip alone puts his win-to-loss ratio above Lolcows who haven't fought LTG, Nova Online, and Daniel Larson. And especially ones who get their ass beat like Cyrax. And he goes on to give more context on the robbery that happened around in March, where he goes on to say how he had to go to court and explains about how all the charges were pretty much dropped, and he shows the suspect's face. There's not any big events or changes in the Mrpissair storyline. There's still mutant rats, horrible mold, and except that I'm fucking lying apparently, because just looking at his account, Canal is planning to stream with Mrpissair on December 4th in 2 days. So I might cover that if there's no chance content and it's entertaining. So I'm going to show this one underrated clip where Mrpissair shows off his gaming setup.
What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a gaming setup tour. Alright, so we're first going to start off with my gaming chair. I played rock, paper, scissors with Walter White to get this gaming chair. This shit was not for free. Other than the fact that it has holes in it, this is a pretty good sturdy gaming chair. Over here we got my gaming headphones. I got these for like $10 at the Office Depot. One of the audio only works in one of these. Yeah, pretty good. Over here we got my office keyboard. This is not a gaming keyboard. I used to have a gaming keyboard, but that's fucking broken now. So now I have to use an office keyboard. This has dried up nut on it. Don't ask why. Right here we got my gaming mouse. This shit is ass. I bought this for $15 at Walgreens. Yeah, no, I'm replacing this soon. Right here we got my mouse pad with doo-doo stains on it. I got this from a friend. I really don't know what he was doing with this mouse pad before he gave it to me. Wiping his ass, that's what it looks like he was doing with it. Cause what is this? What? Come on, bro. Over here we got my monitor. Not much to say about it. It's a monitor, so yeah, pretty nonchalant. And last but not least, we got my PC. Yup. This is it. This is my gaming setup.
The thing I'll leave off with is the Doofenshmirtz line. Oh, if I had a nickel for every time this and this happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's strange it happened twice. I think I'd have like maybe 2, 3, or 4 nickels for every time I'm friends with someone whose like gaming setup gets shit on by the Mrpissair rotten piss PC. And I know who they are. They probably know who they are. And that's insane, I guess. And I'll let us listen where the video ends.